Hello and welcome to Los Malditos Milestone 6. First, I'd like to start off by giving credit to 3 asset packs that I downloaded for this level that don't come free with UDK. These 3 asset packs are free, but you have to go download them. The first one is the modular pack by Dark Arts 3D, which was a bunch of modular building assets. However, I didn't actually use any of his static meshes, but I did use several of the materials, like the wall brick material, which is in the hallway of my level. And the next one is the Static Mesh Pack 2 by Nobiax, which, as you can tell, I used every single one of the static meshes that's in this pack throughout the level. And then the last one is a Fire Particle Effect by Seth PDA, which I used for the flames that are inside of the Death Pit. And so I just wanted to give credit to those 3 creators of content. I did not create those assets, even though they're in the level. I just wanted to give them credit. And as I just mentioned, I used assets from 3 free to use UPK packages that I got online. And the second of which, the static meshes, you can see now with these barrels and pallets, which I've added more of into the level. And then I've also added decals which came with the UDK editor, just for free for use. So added more pipes and wires to add more ambience and fill out the rest of the level, so it's not just straight solid walls. And as you can see, I have the production lighting on, so things look quite different and they look much more professional and polished. And I was just showing that you can go behind that huge tank in order to get that health pack, and you can see it when you're not behind it, so you kind of get baited into going back there, so you can tell instead of just having to know. And I also added some fine detail to have kind of a worn battle effect, as you could see with that ceiling just a second ago, where it's kind of hanging down. There's also like rocks coming out of it, so presumably they came down and hit the box, which was on top of the catwalk. And then I also added light static meshes. They're not actually lights that are around there, except I did put lights every other one, just so you can kind of see inside of this middle area instead of it being huge and dark. But similar to the base, where the fluorescent lights are on the outside of the catwalks. And I also added those railings around the middle room. And then, as you can see, Death Pit looks quite different now than it used to. There's more static meshes in there to make it more interesting, as well as the fire particle effect that I got from Seth PDA, as mentioned earlier. Again, teleporters still work. By this pathing, here's one of the showers. Not much has changed since the last milestone for the showers. However, I did change the 2 sewer areas to look more like kind of a sewer drainage area. And you have the water pump there. Now I go into as you can see, you can camp up there still, and that's on both sides of the map. However, the blue base, I changed it up a little bit, so these crates are on the other side in the red base, but I moved them to this side just to have more interest in the level. Same thing with the boxes on the catwalk, as well as kind of the battle damaged ceiling. So I shifted things around in the blue base, so it's not a complete clone of the red base, which I created the red base first. And then here is the other shower room. Again, not much, a whole lot different, but I just wanted to show that it still exists. It has all the textures and decals. And then once you come down into the sewer area, I also textured that and put the green sewage stuff on the side, as well as other static meshes, which do not look the same as over on the other side. They're placed differently. And then what we're going to do next is have some gameplay with the bots. So right now I'm just going to kill myself because I already picked up the blue flag. And then once we respawn, I'm going to spawn some bots for us to play with. So you see, spawns all work, which you'll also see later on once I start killing the blue bots. The blue spawns work, but in editor automatically makes you go to the red team. So I forgot to mention that. Oh, and also on the catwalks, I'd originally planned to have a control panel that moved the different boxes around in the base so the cover would be more dynamic. But after playtesting early on, I took it out in like milestone 1 or 2. Like the same milestone that I planned to make it, I took it out because it was just really silly. It didn't work how I had planned it to. So that's no longer a feature. But there is on one side of the large middle room is a hanging fluorescent light where the catwalk has been damaged and is falling down that swings throughout the entire time that the map is being played. So it kind of swings back and forth because it's coming off of the catwalk to add more interest to the level, so it's not all solid stationary static meshes. And I don't remember if you can actually see it while I'm playing. Forgot to highlight it, but it's there, so maybe we can catch it out of the corner of our eye. I believe it's on the blue side of the middle room, if I'm not mistaken. Also, we have the lights that extend all the way throughout the top catwalk hallway, which I don't remember showing off in the last milestone. But as you can see, there's also the bot pathing, so they do move around, they capture the flag, they collect items, they jump around on things. And we are about to get ambushed by a bunch of blue people, blue players, bots, that went through the sewer to get up into the shower room, which is cool. Okay, so I just passed the fluorescent light that is moving around, but I didn't stop to look at it because, you know, the match is going on. So you might get some glimpses of it. You can slow it down and rewind it, but it does move around. It wobbles. And then we have our Berserker, the main pickup. Also, there's health around that middle circle thing, so it gives the bots and players a reason to go into that middle area for health and for the ultimate pickup in the level. And as you can see, everything mechanically works perfectly in the level. It's set up for capture the flag, and we just capped the flag the first time. We end up doing it 2 more times, and we win. Spoiler alert. But I'm just gonna let the gameplay play out for the most part from here, except I do turn around just to give you a better look at the death pit, what it looks like, and all the flames and etc. All the stack meshes are in there, so it looks like a giant death furnace. I went to the side there and I get shot by a blue bot and knocked off of the top catwalk, and I fall into the death pit and die. So it's part of the risk of the level. If you dawdle around too long, then you're gonna get killed if you're in the middle area, which the bots learn coming up near the end of the video. The blue bots are all in the middle. I assume trying to grab health. I saw them on the radar, and so I open the death pit and I kill all of them on the blue team, or at least most of them. There might be one guy left defending the flag in their base, but I kill all of them, which is awesome, but at the same time, it also spawned them back into their base, where I had to then fight most of them because I was going for their flag. But that's about it for as far as new things that have been put into the level since Milestone 5. It's all been just polish and fit and finish. And I hope you enjoyed the showcase so you could see everything that was going on the level. And I hope you enjoyed it. I had a ton of fun making this. It was the most intense and rewarding project I've done so far. So definitely a big plus. So I hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.